Do you enjoy podcasts? What about audio dramas? Then do we have the perfect one for you? It's called Atlas Avenue Beat, and I'm the leading man. Who am I? The name's Locke. James Locke. P.I. That stands for Private Investigator. I'm one of the best the city of Kenneth Heights has to offer. I'm constantly on the move, meeting crazy characters, having manly fistfights, and solving the latest cases. Every case is documented in audio form for your listening pleasure. And while I don't know much about the latest technology, I'm sure you do. So, if you're in the mood for a thrilling spoof of the film noir genre, go to 7lamb.com or search for Atlas Avenue Beat wherever you listen to podcasts. Yeah, you heard me.
Welcome to another episode of Will There Be Cake? I am Amber Simpson. That over there on the other side of that keyboard thing is Robert Lamb.
Hello.
What's up, Robert Lamb?
Not much.
Today is a very special holiday, but before we get into it, we have a special guest here. Adam Iben. He hasn't been here in a while. Welcome back.
Hey, guys.
What was the last one you did?
I can't remember.
I was going to say, he's not going to remember.
I don't remember either.
I don't remember.
It's been a while.
It's been a hot minute. Been a while.
It's been a while.
Today we're celebrating cereal because today is National Cereal Day.
Cereal.
Cereal.
The breakfast food?
The breakfast food.
Nice.
Opposed to what? The
The
cereal
podcast. The podcast.
What podcast? Cereal.
Cereal.
Oh, there's a podcast called Cereal.
Serial.
Oh.
Like the
It's
killer.
It's not Al Gore's
Cereal.
podcast. Where it's just
No.
super cereal.
Super cereal. He's super cereal, guys.
Sounds awful.
Or like about killers or anything.
Yeah, not serial killers.
Killers, yeah.
Cereal, the breakfast food.
The breakfast food.
I guess. Or lunch or dinner. Breakfast.
I mean,
It's a
honestly,
dessert,
there's no
really.
rules.
It's really kind of a dessert at this point, but people still eat it for breakfast.
It's good if you get your oats and shit.
Your oats.
Get your oats.
Get your oats in there.
I mean, you need your oats, and then if you're drinking like almond milk instead,
What's your
that's
guys'
kind of
favorite
healthy.
kind of cereal growing up and now?
What if it's the same?
That's fine.
It's not, but I
knew
It's
it
a
wasn't
question.
going to be. Your taste changed.
I hate to say it because everybody always calls me old when I say what my favorite cereals
Is
are.
is it the nuts?
Brand?
It's
Brand,
like
big lager brand.
I do. I do love me some Raisin Bran.
Raisin Bran? What's the one that's just the oats? And it's just the little oats. What's it called?
Oats.
Cheerios?
No. The ones that's like it's like eating a brick of.
I think that's just the honey wheat.
No, not even.
Oh, I do love those too, though. Like
Or the wheat, shredded wheat.
the shredded wheat. But they have like the frosted mini wheats.
Yeah.
Have the frosting at least on top.
I forget what it's called.
I don't think I could just eat like without the frosting. Just the wheat.
Just like eating on a dry
It's
bird's nest.
I know, it's like
the
eating
the grape
hay.
nuts. The grape. I know that's cornflakes.
Cornflakes?
Not cornflakes though.
What's the frosted flakes? Is Tony the Tiger?
Tony.
I was never big on that one though either.
Because it's just cornflakes with
Frosting.
sugar on it.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, honestly, one of my favorite cereals is Life Cinnamon. I love
Okay,
Life Cinnamon.
All right.
Wow.
It's so good.
Yeah, you like really old grandma type cereals.
I do. I get actually the oats and honey kind of cereal now too.
Do you like Cheerios?
Yeah, I like Honey Nut Cheerios.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
I don't really like too much like.
What
When I
are
was a
they
kid, I liked
called?
Cocoa Puffs and I liked Fruity Pebbles and stuff, but I'm not big on those anymore.
They're
Yeah,
hard because it's like eating candy.
Yeah.
So
It is like-
sometimes cereal depends on what your emotional state in your life is right now. Like,
For sure.
do you want to have
I'm trying to
essentially
be
sugar for a meal?
I'm trying to be
Oh my
healthier,
God.
so I feel like I eat like more of the healthier kind of cereals, I guess. I don't
That's
know.
true. I'm trying to figure out the name of that cereal, so there's a Wikipedia page that's just a list of breakfast cereals, and one of them is Bart Simpson's No Problem O's and Eat My Shorts.
That sounds amazing.
Did you have
Is
those?
that, I don't know those.
And Peanut Butter Chocolate Crunch was a Bart Simpson cereal.
Peanut butter. I do like that one.
Ooh, remember
No.
Boo Berry? Those are good.
I liked
They
Reese's
re-released
peanut
them.
butter.
Yeah, I think those. I
Puffs
think
or whatever
those
it's
were
called.
my favorite
That was pretty good.
as a kid, and now I like Raisin Bran, and I like
Oh, so you like the old shit too?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I used to love Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
And Captain Crunch.
I used to be big on cereal. I used to
Crunch
eat cereal
berries.
like every day, and I would have like 2 bowls.
Me too,
every day.
but the it screws up my stomach now.
Well, I just don't. Yeah, I don't drink like regular milk anymore either. I do almond milk.
What about you?
Me?
You like Chex, don't you? You look like a Chex guy.
Yeah.
Chex.
Once it gets
You're a
once it
Chex
gets
guy.
saturated, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
I used to love Oreo O's. That would say
Ooh,
like
yeah,
and
we just
then they went
celebrated
away.
Oreo Day. I know those were really good. They should come back.
They are back now.
Oh, are
but
they
I
back?
just haven't been able to bring myself to
To get
buying a
whole
box of little mini Oreos to have in the morning. But who knows?
Yeah.
They're all good. I mean,
They're all good.
I do
I'm a
like
peanut
cereal.
butter crunch type of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like peanut butter ones too.
I like.
Fruit Loops.
I always liked.
Ooh, Frosted Mini Wheats I hated when I was a kid, but I liked them when I got a little bit older. But like, they're not that great.
You gotta like flip them so they
Yeah.
land on your tongue.
Yeah,
right
the
way.
sweetness. Yeah, right.
So that way it doesn't taste like you're eating a bale of hay. I used to like when I would buy like the 8-pack or whatever of different ones, and then that way, like we would always take those camping with us, like an 8-pack. But sometimes I would just buy it. Like when I was living on my own, when I first started living on my own, I'm like, I'm getting the 8-pack. It's more expensive, but I get a variety.
Did you put it in a bowl, or did you just open up the little bag and just pour
So
milk
those-
into the little?
No, I always
so-
poured it into a bowl, but it was never enough. I always had to eat like 2 or 3 of the boxes, so it actually was more expensive than just buying a whole box.
Oh man.
And that was one of the times I fought with a friend of ours over. I'll tell the story, I guess. Who cares? A friend of ours, I always thought was a little bit more selfish than everybody. Her and like a bunch of my friends were all spending the night at my place, and the next morning she's like, oh, like if we all go out and if you guys want to buy stuff, because she didn't have money, she's like, if you guys want to buy like pancake stuff, I'll make pancakes, but if you guys want to buy it. So I'm like, all right. So we went to the supermarket that was right by my house, or the apartment at the time, bought pancake stuff. While we were buying everything, I went and bought an 8-pack of cereal because I'm like, I'm going to have some cereal too. So I helped, like only 3 or 4 of us like put in money to like buy all this breakfast stuff. And we go back to the house and she starts making pancakes. I get 3 boxes of my 8 cereal. My other friend was like, oh, can I have some cereal? I'm like, sure, but these 3 boxes are mine. Like, I'm eating these. You can pick out of the other 5. So he goes, okay. So he picks 2. And then
These are obviously small boxes.
yeah, they're
right?
just small little boxes.
Yeah.
It's the variety pack. And then her boyfriend was like, I want some cereal too. So I'm like, well, there's 3 left. Have at it. So he takes 2. So there's 1 box left. She comes over and is like, I want some cereal. And I'm like, well, okay, there's your box. And she goes, I only get 1 box? I go, yep. And she was like, well, that's not fair. I go, what are you talking about? She's like, everybody else got 2 boxes and you have 3. And I'm like, I paid for them, so I'll take as many boxes as I want.
Bitch.
And she was like, that's still not fair. I go, it's totally fair. And she's like, no, you're being selfish. And I'm like, how am I being? I just paid for part of the pancakes that you're making, and I bought this, and I'm sharing 5 of the boxes.
How
So we
much
got
do you
into a
need to
huge
eat?
fight. And I remember at one point I just like started yelling. I'm like, if I want to take all the cereal and dump it into the fucking toilet, I can do that because I paid for it. So we got into a huge fight. And she was really mad at me
All
for like the
over
rest
cereal.
of the day. Yeah.
It made a big imprint.
Yeah, apparently.
I'll always remember that because like she called me selfish, and I was like, you asshole.
It's just gonna skip that aisle from now on and going down.
Yeah, I know.
Grocery store.
And now I haven't bought another variety pack since. It scarred me for life.
Just shudder as you go by it.
Oh, bad
So
memories.
it was grape nuts that I was thinking of. Remember grape nuts?
I don't.
Really? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, they're disgusting.
Yeah, they're just like
Let me see the box.
they're like the brown. They're just like brown.
Oh no, I never bought that. Listen, I might like old
They're
cereal, but I'm
healthy.
not 80.
They're really healthy, but when I was a kid, because my mom would she would try to not buy me sweet things. There are certain things she wouldn't buy me. So we'd have grape nuts, but then I just add sugar to it. And
I used to add sugar to
fruits.
my Raisin Bran. When my mom would buy Raisin Bran as a kid, she would be like, you should eat this. She's like, but you can add a little bit of sugar. So I just like, just pour it on top. Because it was just like so bland.
So bland.
Now I don't mind. And my mom would never buy me. I always wanted Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah.
So I liked
Puffs.
chocolate.
Delicious.
But my mom would not. Yeah, my mom would never buy it for me. And I remember one time I was really young because I was stupid, and I went into the kitchen. I asked her to buy me some, and she's like, "No, I'm not going to get you any, but I'm going to the grocery store." She came back, and for some reason, when I walked into the kitchen, I saw a bowl and I saw Cocoa Puffs sitting in there, and I was like, she bought me Cocoa Puffs. What a wonderful mother I have.
What a good boy.
So I poured milk into it, and I took it to my room, and I took a bite, and it wasn't Cocoa Puffs. It was dog food.
That's hilarious. That's what you get.
It was disgusting. It was so
No
gross.
shit.
Yeah.
How far did you get? Did you take like one
I
bite?
took one. I just like took a bowl. But it was literally dog food, and it looked exactly like Cocoa
They make
Puffs.
dog food that looks like Cocoa Puffs.
Well, not on purpose, I guess. But I bit into it.
Did you run out yelling at your mom like, "Mom, I thought you were a good mother"? And
no, because I was kind of more mad at myself for believing that she loved me.
Like a dog.
Yeah.
Treat me. That's what she did. She treated me like a dog.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right, let's get in some history about cereal.
Okay.
It actually was created in the late 1800s. Americans at the time of the Civil War were increasingly plagued with gastrointestinal issues due to their unhealthy meat-based diet.
They needed fiber.
So reformers of the 1860s reviewed too much meat consumption as unwholesome, both physically and spiritually, and it was believed by some that a high-protein diet contributed to lust and sloth, and that constipation and other maladies of the gastrointestinal tract were God's punishment for too much pork and beef.
But I think cereal...
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Some days. Some
yeah,
God's
but
punishment.
I think cereal leads to envy for sure, and I don't know.
Yeah.
And greed, maybe.
But
repress those urges.
Yep. But back then, cereal was literally hard to swallow and made of dense bran nuggets. And it was so hard that it had to be soaked overnight to make digestion not so taxing.
Like in water.
And it was pretty bland tasting as well. But the Kellogg brothers, they invented the bran nuggets. Dr. James Caleb Jackson operated a sanitarium, a health resort of sorts, in which patrons would come to improve their health or enjoy a restorative spa treatments. And one of the patrons would go to form the Seventh-day Adventist religion. One of the members of the new church was John Kellogg, a skilled surgeon whose dedication to healthy food for his patients led to the creation of granola. With the help of his brother, Will Kellogg, the pair continued to invent healthy, meatless breakfast foods until accidentally concocting a process that allowed wheat to flake. They accidentally made cereal. So 2 years later, cornflakes were formulated, and cereal became an immediate success. Charles William Post got in on the act when recuperating from his second nervous breakdown in 1893. He just so happened to be at the same sanitarium that the Kellogg brothers attended, and his visit there inspired him to open his own spa and to further his interest in coffee products and breakfast foods. And by 1897, he was selling what is today known as grape nuts, the gross one, and his own brand of cornflakes, otherwise known as Post Toasties. No wonder that didn't last long, because that's hard to say.
I figured his mental breakdown came when he couldn't figure out how to get the frosting on the mini wheat. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was the first one where he was just like pacing around the room, mixing test tubes.
No sugar. No sugar yet.
Sugar didn't come around until 1939 is when they started
so bland. How do you eat
adding
that?
sugar and marketing the savvy cereal as a health food started to change by then.
It's that decadent might style that you got. That's why, you needed to repress all those sexual urges.
That's true.
Corn,
God.
So in the first sweetened cereal, Ranger Joe Popped Wheat Honey appeared in grocery stores. That's a long name. I don't know if Ranger Joe is...
Ranger Joe.
Anyway.
Isn't that Joey
but
on
that,
Full House?
that set the trend for sweetened products, and then it appealed to children, so they started, advertising on radio and TV ads, and then putting cartoon characters on the box, and then it started being mentioned in cartoons and kids' stories.
Put toys in the box.
Toys in the box. Remember when cereal used to be cool and they put stuff in the box? Now
and
kids
that
had to
Trix
choke
rabbit,
on them and ruin it for everyone.
Trix Rabbit
Trix are
had
for
to tell you that
kids.
they were for kids and not for adults.
Lucky Charms came around in 1964.
Wow.
Yeah. Fruit, marshmallows, and other sweet
Fruit
bits.
Loops was another one. I never really cared for Fruit Loops, though.
I wasn't a big Fruit Loop. I liked, what was
My
it?
dad liked them a lot.
What was Apple Jacks were better.
I actually do like Apple Jacks, too.
Yeah.
There's so
Mr. T
many.
made his own cereal in 1984.
As seen in the Pee Wee Herman movie.
That's what it was.
Yep.
Nice.
I got some fun cereal facts. Captain Crunch's full name is Horatio Magellan Crunch, who was born on Crunch Island in the Sea of Milk. And in 2013, a food blogger noticed that Captain's uniform only sported 3 stripes instead of 4, which would make him a Navy commander, a step down from a true captain. But when word got out, Captain Crunch declared on Twitter, "Of course I'm a captain. It's a crunch, not the clothes, that makes a man." Really, they just fucked up. And
Yeah, 100%.
That's a nice spin, though.
We need that for trivia.
it's the crunch, not the clothes.
But we
that
need
make
to
the
remember
man.
that
We
for
do need to
trivia.
remember that
Horatio Magellan Crunch.
born on the Crunch Island and the Sea of Milk.
That's a good trivia question.
it is.
Which cereal mascot is named Horatio Magellan? And just see if they know.
Do you add crunch?
I don't think you had Crunch because
No.
that's too easy.
You could say born in the Sea of Milk.
That's a
Kix
stretch.
Yeah.
Kix cereal issued its atomic energy inspired Lone Ranger ring in 1947 in the box, and the ring actually contained trace amounts of radioactive polonium which glowed. Sadly, the material inside the rings had sadly they weren't poisoning people. Had a short shelf life, so none of them work today.
I do
You
like
still have
Kix
'em.
also. I like
I
Kix.
don't like Kix. What? It's just nothing.
Yeah, it's bland, but I like it.
There
like
used to be
bland.
Fruity Kicks.
Yeah, that's true. They did use that.
But
For
Yeah,
Kix.
no, I like the regular one.
Fruity Kicks.
Of more than 314 million people in the U.S., 49% start their day with a bowl of cereal.
I
Not
used to
me.
eat. Yeah, I used to do it every day.
Milk destroys my stomach, but I
I
just
get
don't
almond
care.
milk.
I know. I don't care enough.
Do you not like almond milk?
No, I don't. I do.
You can admit it. I don't think anyone's.
I
gonna
don't
care.
dislike it. It's just I don't know. I'd prefer.
I've gotten used to it. It took me a little bit, but
because
now I do it
if
all
I
the
have
time.
cereal, then it's gonna be something sweet-ish, and so I'd rather have a donut or something if I'm gonna have a sweet breakfast.
okay.
I don't know. I'm not a huge cereal fan anymore, and I'm an adult.
You know what got me out of cereal? Because I haven't eaten cereal, and I mean, every once in a while I'll have a bowl, but for the most part I don't eat it as often as I used to for the last 4 or something years, because it started when I got this damn cat came into my house. Hair was just floating in the room. It still is. So every once in a while I'd go to eat a bowl of cereal and the hair would just land in my bowl, or I would just see it in my bowl already. I'm like, I
God
can't do this
damn it.
anymore. Your cat.
Little
Even on my plates
assholes.
when I make food, sometimes I have to make sure I check the plate and I
Have you ever poured a box of cereal and then ants come out with it?
no.
I've done
That
it
really?
at my dad's house when I was younger. I've done that before. Or cockroaches or rat turds.
Ugh.
It's a bad place.
No.
That'll turn you off to cereal forever.
I hope it was this cornflakes that was in.
I had banana nut bread one time that I was really excited to eat, and I pulled it out of my cabinet and opened it up, and there's ants all over it, and I was like,
that's
God
happened to us,
damn
too.
you!
Yeah,
Been there.
they really love banana nut bread. Those ants.
Yeah, they do. Have you ever had? You should try cereal with water. That's what
Ew.
they tell you now. If you don't do,
Gross.
Like
Why?
in Friday?
I don't know.
Put some water on that shit.
Yeah,
Sounds disgusting.
I think
No,
that's what they
I'll
say.
never try.
If for people who are trying to cut
Just
back
eat it
and
dry
stuff.
then.
Just don't eat cereal.
Yeah,
Just,
I know.
just have oatmeal. They have hot cereal.
Actually, what I went to oatmeal
exactly.
now.
Or just eat it dry. I eat some dry cereal sometimes.
Yeah, but sometimes
Crunchy.
Yeah,
Crunchy.
it's too much.
Astronauts from Apollo 11 boosted their brain power while in space with a cereal breakfast, but the cereal was mixed with fruit and pressed into cubes since, of course, the lack of gravity kept the astronauts from pouring it into a bowl with milk.
So it's like that astronaut food.
Yeah.
Have you ever had astronaut food?
I
It's
have.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's all like chalky and like
Ice cream sucks.
Gross.
Yeah.
Ice cream does suck.
Yeah, I think I've had a Neapolitan or whatever, and it was just like a bar, but it was like dry.
It's dry.
It was weird.
To celebrate today, Fruity Pebbles is selling apparel, so you can get 50th anniversary of Fruity Pebbles apparel.
But it's weird, like Fruity Pebbles now, like kids only know Fred Flintstone from that now.
Yeah. There's a lot of the apparel has like Fred Flintstone and stuff on it, which I didn't even know what they were related.
What?
Or maybe I just forgot that Fruity Pebbles. Yeah,
that was the Barney Rubble and Fred Flintstone. But then also, like, I guess they probably still have Flintstone vitamins for kids too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But it's just weird. Like, do they still do a cartoon or anything like that?
No,
I don't think they do.
but still, just
That's just what they're known for
absolutely, yeah.
now. Whatever.
Barney's still trying to steal them.
Yeah.
But they teamed up with Love Your Melon as a company that makes like tie-dye beanies and sweatshirts and stuff, and they are donating 50% of their profits to nonprofit organizations across the world that lead the fight against pediatric cancer through research, therapeutic experiences, and family support. And they give hats. What did they say? I couldn't think of a better way to celebrate Pebbles' 50th birthday than by partnering with Love Your Melon and its colorful new collection that will benefit pediatric cancer research. Nice. Cute.
That's nice, while contributing to childhood diabetes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pick a poison.
It says, launched in 1971, Pebbles Cereal was the first brand ever created around a TV show character after Post secured licensing rights from Hanna-Barbera. This is the producers of the Flintstones. And it's considered one of the most revered cartoons of all time. The Flintstones aired on primetime television from 1960 to 1966.
Okay. I was going to say 1916. It's a long television
The cereal was named for Fred and Wilma Flintstone's baby daughter, Pebbles.
So Pebbles was chopped up
and made into a cereal.
Made into cereal.
And Barney wanted to eat. What was Barney? Bam Bam, right?
Bam Bam.
Oh, that's his name.
That used to be my nickname.
Bam Bam?
Yeah.
Why?
When I was a kid. I don't know.
Oh.
I think like my sister, I don't know, somehow my sister wanted my nickname to be Bambi, and then maybe I just said Bam Bam or something. I don't remember, but somehow it became Bam Bam. That was my nickname.
Is Hanna-Barbera just like done? They're not around anymore.
I think
They've been bought up by so many different companies. No, they got their Cartoon Network owns them, and then whoever owns Cartoon Network now owns.
Yeah, but what was Hanna-Barbera? That was like Scooby-Doo, Jetsons, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So Scooby-Doo's still
Yogi
going.
Bear, Wacky Racers.
Isn't Hanna-Barbera one of the questions we had in trivia?
Yes, we did.
That was yeah. But I always remember it as the ride at Universal. It was one of those motion sensor rides when I used to go as like a kid. And there was Scooby-Doo, Jetsons, Flintstones. I don't remember who else. But
they're that Saturday morning crew type of thing. So like they used to make cartoons like more or less pretty cheap.
Yeah.
They'd reuse backgrounds all the time. That was like Flintstones was notorious for that.
Yeah.
Just keep using the same background landscape over and over and over again and just move stuff around. But that's like where cereal is like their bread and butter is like Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So like my old man still has a bowl of cereal every morning before work.
Really?
And it's because like he still has like this thing of like eating a bowl of cereal while watching cartoons on a Saturday. It's like his thing.
What kind of cereal does he?
Not the sugary stuff, unless sometimes he'll be in a mood and might get, but it's mostly been like Life cereal.
Yeah,
that's Life
Frosted
so
Flakes,
good.
stuff like that. But he never withheld like good cereal for me as a kid, which probably was not a good idea. But it was like if it wasn't too expensive, if it was on sale, I'd be like absolutely. It was
Really?
Lucky Charms. As long as you
Well,
don't.
they got those
Lucky Charms
off
is
brands now that you can buy.
Yeah, they got a bunch like the
I
big
saw
bag
something
ones.
the other day, and it was like, this is how you trick your children, and you just like keep a box of one of the old ones and pour the, cheap brand into the box.
They won't. If they're young enough, they won't know.
Exactly.
cereal. This seems like there's got to be like a million articles of like it's another thing that millennials have killed. Like
Probably.
millennials don't eat cereal or use napkins or some dumb shit like that.
Use napkins.
well,
That's a real thing. They're like millennials don't buy napkins; they just use paper towels for everything.
Oh, that's true.
Because
Yeah,
why,
that's true.
Why would you use an inferior paper product?
yeah, I know.
That you need to grab a handful of, other than one paper towel. But I digress.
I was gonna say when I was in middle school, what I would do every like Sunday, for some reason it was like a ritual for me. I would eat like before I had to go to bed, because I had like a certain bedtime. My mom was like, "You gotta be in bed." But I would eat a bowl of cereal, which was I would usually do Life Cinnamon, and I would watch the Jeff Corwin Experience on Animal Planet, and that was my. Every once in a while, I watched Crocodile Hunter too. Like it might be back to back, but I would watch like that on Animal Planet, and that was like my Sunday unwind before I go to school the next day.
Nice.
And Jerry Seinfeld, because I watch Seinfeld all the time, he loves the cereal.
He does.
He's
love
always
cereal. He
got
has so
bowls of-
much cereal.
I've been
Yeah.
noticing that he's like Jerry's apartment is like
It's
would
always
not
stuffed
happen
full
today.
of food.
Right.
It's all like the biggest brand name, ultra processed stuff.
Yeah.
Like if Jerry Seinfeld really ate like Jerry the character,
Yeah.
he would have had
Not.
probably cancer or a heart attack by
Yeah.
now with all the processed food that he has.
I think there was an episode where he's like watching his weight and he's like eating regular Cheerios and he's like measuring them in like a cup to make sure he's not eating too much. But like other than that, he's always just eating a bowl randomly. It'll be like at night and stuff like that. Yeah.
Because you can eat cereal anytime.
It's
You
always
can.
nice to see his shelf, like how it rotates.
Yeah.
Because like he has like Waffle Crisp on there for like the last couple of
Yeah,
seasons.
yeah.
But if you see, it's like Jerry is a single man and he's always eating at the diner like once a day.
Yeah.
How the hell does he eat all this
How
food?
does he
know.
have? I
That's
know.
That's why he never leaves anyway.
It's because
The diner.
Kramer eats all of his food.
That's true.
He doesn't even eat it.
Kramer comes over and takes everything from him. Oh well.
Costco-sized boxes of cereal.
Yep.
I love it.
Nice.
So, favorite mascot.
Favorite mascot.
Favorite cereal mascot.
Oh, Tony the Tiger.
Because he's great.
Yeah.
Huh.
I like it. Great. I don't even remember them all. That's just the first one that came into my head.
No.
Let's look them up.
I liked the Lucky Charms guy, but also I liked that because of Austin Powers, the one guy.
Oh, yeah,
in
the
the
Lucky
first
Charms
Austin
guy.
Powers. He's
There's
like,
the
they're always
Trix.
after me, Lucky Charms, and he's talking about his bracelet,
I mean,
whatever.
Count Chocula's pretty dope, but like I never really even ate that cereal. So there's the Honey Nut Cheerios B, the Raisin Bran Sun,
Mm-hmm.
the Frankenberry guy, the Blueberry guy, Captain Crunch. I mean, yeah, Tony the Tiger is the best. I'm just saying.
You don't like Honeybee?
He's not bad.
He's
Oh,
okay.
the Snap, Crackle, and Pop, the Rice Krispie.
What about the
Kids.
Toucan? What's his name?
Toucan Sam.
Toucan
That's
Sam?
See, there's like the Golden Grams had that weird looking like kind of thing with like its eyes bugging out for a while there. And
Oh yeah, no,
it's fucking creepy. Or
Also- it was Honeycombs.
Honeycombs. That's what it was.
That was that furry little guy or whatever.
I gotta get some Golden Grams now I think about it.
I like Golden Grams too.
There's some of those. There's sugar
There's
smacks.
the Dig'em the Frog,
What's that?
the Kellogg's Sugar Smacks.
Yeah.
Oh, the sugar. I never liked.
I never.
That was
I
my
liked
dad's
Sugar
favorite
Smacks.
cereal, and I hated that one.
Make my teeth hurt just thinking about it.
Yeah, I didn't like
But
that
I mean,
one.
like Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Pebbles are just the Flintstones. So
That's true.
But some of them are like you have to have that fine mixture of like milk and no milk because like Fruity Pebbles turn to just
You had to eat them fast.
Yeah.
It's gross.
Oh,
It's-
Rice
mush.
Krispies treats.
yeah,
The three.
that's what I was just said.
you said that
Pop, Pop Sizzle. They're. I think they're my favorite. I didn't really like that cereal that often. I like Rice
The
Krispie
treats.
treats, but yeah. But I think they had the most fun commercials to me. Snap, Crackle, and Pop.
Do they still make honeycombs?
Yeah.
I
I
think
haven't
so.
seen those.
There's this one, Cookie Jarvis.
Cookie
I like
what?
his name, Cookie Jarvis. He's a Cookie Crisp cereal guy.
But he likes.
Oh.
He helps Iron Man.
Yep.
Cool.
What was the one that was
He
the
used his
bear?
powers to turn cereal bowlers into cookie jars.
A bear?
It was one that was the bear. He was like a badass bear. We usually had like a cigar in his mouth for a little
What?
while. Like he looked too cool.
Wait,
for
what?
Hold on, I'm gonna find.
I think
it.
you're thinking of Joe Camel.
No, they were buddies though.
Yeah, for sure. Going out for a
it.
smoke after they just sold some cigarettes and cereal.
Cereal bear.
Cigarettes and cereal.
Yummy mummy, fruity yummy. Look at all these cereals I've never heard of. There's too many.
See, they're still around. Millennials didn't kill them.
No, you go down that aisle in like a Publix, and it's like the whole left side is cereal.
Yeah, there's so much
There's
cereal.
so
now.
many different types.
Ew, Sugar Smacks used to have a clown.
I actually do a lot of the Honey Bunches of Oats too. Like that's like my
Look at that
go-to.
Mr. T cereal.
Oh my god.
Mr. T.
I know we're going to talk about this in a few days, but Super Mario had a cereal, I believe.
Oh, it
Oh,
was
yeah.
like the Nintendo cereal console thing. Yeah. I used to do that. There was a Zelda one. There was like one. It was like half of it was like Zelda, half of it was like half Zelda cereal, half Mario cereal.
Oh, really? That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Urkelos, what the hell? What are people doing? They make
Urkel.
cereal out of everything.
I just watched a clip of Family Matters today.
Did you really?
I don't know why.
Nice. Nice.
Weird.
See?
What
Nintendo
was it?
cereal system.
Whoa.
That's pretty cool.
This is when
I want a
we
Nintendo.
need to have a visual podcast. You know,
Yeah.
Just so we
Just
can
show.
show this.
Google the Nintendo cereal program. Anyway, how do we celebrate today? Eating cereal, obviously. Breakfast,
Obviously.
lunch, and dinner.
All of it? That's a
Yep.
lot of cereal.
Does Rice Krispie treats count as a cake?
Yeah, that's the thing
I
is I
think
don't
so.
think you should have like an actual cake because you're
I
already
think
going to
you
eat a
should
lot
have.
of sweets.
Rice Krispie treats is like a cake. And
Well,
you can
that's
make it a
fine.
cake, kind of.
Right. Yeah, that works. Because
Let's
it's
do
like,
it.
I think you have a bowl of cereal and then you celebrate with a Rice Krispie treat.
I agree.
I'll take that.
I'll take it.
Why not just eat some more cereal for dessert?
Let's do it.
All right, so yeah, sure. It's a semi-cake day.
Semi-cake day.
All right, well, I guess that does it for this episode, even though I think you introed, but I'll sign off. Thanks for joining us again, Adam.
Thanks, buddy. I'm going to go get some Golden Grams.
Oh, man, I'm going to go get some honeycomb just so I can see that furry little creature. And that does it for this episode. Thanks for joining us. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
See you.
This has been a Seven Lamb production.